Lesson 3 talks about reflections, which is another type of transformation. Under the quick review section of Lesson 3, it says when a shape is reflected in a mirror, we see a reflection image. This is sometimes called a flip. And the shape, and it's important to remember that the shape and its reflection face opposite directions. So if in our shape, if this is point A, this is called our line of reflection right here. So point A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units away from our line of reflection. This becomes our point A prime, which is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units away from our line of reflection. If this is point B on our shape, B prime goes right here. So we can use our line of reflection as sort of our basis, and we measure back from there to our points. So from our line of reflection to A or to B is 1 unit. Our line of reflection to B prime is also 1 unit. If this is C, the distance from there to our line of reflection is 1 unit. The distance from our line of reflection to C prime is also 1 unit. And then this becomes D prime. And this obviously is D. So the line of reflection can be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, whatever it is. And as the kids get more proficient at this and get better at drawing, they're going to have more complex objects to draw and a little bit wonkier angles, and they're going to have to figure out diagonal distances and all that kind of stuff. It's very cool. So as we move down, it says try these. It says, do these pictures show reflections, right? Yes or no? Well, in this case, let's take a look at this, and we'll say that is our shape. So is this image a reflected image? Well, if that is A right there, and it's 1 unit away, this would be A right here. And then B would be over here. B would be there. So B would be 2 units away from our line of reflection, and B prime would be 2 units away. Whoops, that's A prime. My mistake. We can follow along, and all those points are completely reflected in this line of reflection, the vertical line of reflection. So is this a reflection? Yes, it is. What about over here? So a line of reflection. So in this case, let's say this is point A, and if this becomes A prime, A would be 1 unit away from our line of reflection. A prime would also be 1 unit. Over here, if this is B, we would say we are 1, 2, 3 units away from our line of reflection. So 1, 2, 3 units away from our line of reflection would be B prime. The kids are going to be getting paper. We're going to be folding paper to show this and how it works. So we're going to be using tracing paper quite a bit to show that if you trace your shape here, that we can fold it over and instantly show that, yes, we have our line of reflection on our fold and that the image is over here. So if we go to number C, we can see that our line of reflection is a horizontal line now. So, oh, by the way, that one, yes, it is. Over here, C, if this is our shape, we can tell right off the bat that this is not a reflected image because the orientation is the same. These angled lines here, these diagonal lines there on the shape, the trapezoid up here is the same as the trapezoid down here, and it actually should be reversed. That this line down here should be like this. Well, if it was straight, let's try that again. Should be like that. And this should be drawn up here. So we can tell right off the bat that is not a reflected image.